Hi, I would like to start this off by saying this is the best reporting I got because all the ones in which I didn't stutter, there was weed whacking outside. So blame the weed whackers for the bad video, alright? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm sorry that this is late, but literally all of my recordings had lawnmowers in the background or my computer decided to do a thing, so welcome to like the 7th try. Goodness. There's an echo. Echo! Ignore the echo. Unless it sounds cool, then don't ignore the echo. I know you said I didn't need to have this, but it's a good guide. So I'm gonna keep this right here, so that I can see what I'm gonna say next, I guess. What else is there? Oh, I'm gonna say good afternoon. I don't know when you're actually gonna watch this, but it's afternoon at the moment, so I'm gonna say good afternoon. But if it's not good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Yeah, so okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's press conference regarding the $200 million jackpot lottery winner. Now, who exactly won this? Oh, it's me. Ha, shocker. Hi everyone, I'm Addison Smith. I prefer Addie. This is how you spell it. It's Addysmith. Addie gets spelled many different ways, and I dislike when it's spelled with an I or an IE, so it's Addy. It's daddy without the D. That's the best way to remember it. It's like the easiest way for it to be implanted in your brain forever. It's daddy without the D Smith. That's me. Hi. Now, what exactly is an 18-year-old girl going to be spending $200 million on? Well, trick question. I'm only going to be keeping $80 million towards myself. So I have sectioned that into current splurges, which is going to be family and friends, and then future, which is going to be the next slide. So I have 3 different F's I'm going to cover: family, friends, future. First one, family. I'm going to pay off my parents' debt because the majority of it is due to having kids, and I am one of them. So why not give back the money they put towards me and help pay them like all their debts off, as well as my sister and my college. So I'm going to pay for my college, my sister's college, and all of their debts. It's honestly what they have given into us that has brought me to both this situation and the luck of winning the lottery. I should probably owe that to my parents because, you know, red hair, genetics, the leprechaun in me won. So, go leprechaun! But yeah, so pay off their debts, pay off my sister's college, pay off my college. I'm also going to be buying my mom, my dad, and my sister new cars. They're due for an upgrade. My car's running just beautifully. Love my car, Randy the Renegade, Jeep Renegade, going towards everything. However, their cars aren't too good. My sister's in the shop today. Like, her car's in the shop right now, and it's also her birthday. So why not, for her 21st birthday, get her a new car? She deserves it. Another one for the family part, trips for both my mom's side and my dad's side. My dad's side's going to Kentucky because his newly found sister, half-sister from Vietnam, is supposed to see her father's resting place, my grandpa's grave, at least 2 times a year, and she's only been once, and she hasn't met most of the family, and that's a big part of her culture as well. So I'm going to take her all around Kentucky to see our various different sides of the family, given it be my grandpa's like adopted family, real family, half brothers, half sisters, and she'll meet all of them. We'll be able to go to our land in Kentucky and go to the cabin, maybe renovate some with my new money. And for my mom's side, we are going to go on an Alaskan cruise because my grandpa only has 5 more states to go to get all of his 50 crossed off, and 2 of those are California and Alaska, and luckily enough, these cruises leave from California, so we'll go from California to Alaska, see all the beautiful whales, visit the West Coast, and it'll just be so fun. Second F, friends. I'm planning on going on a road trip with my friends. Yes, I could go somewhere fun, exotic, across the world, something different. However, for me, trips are really based off of who you're with and the time you spend with them. So I feel like a road trip's the best way to get that covered. I don't really care where we go as long as we go in a car, so I can blare music into their eardrums, and they can get annoyed with me by the end. Third F is future. I'm planning on being a physical therapist when I grow up, so I will put money towards going to get a physical therapy doctorate, and then the rest of it I will be setting aside into a savings account to gain interest and or put into the stock market to gain some money back, so that later on in life my kids can be left with at least some money, not be left completely on their own if I die of an unexpected cause. Crazy. But by saying that, I did say I was keeping 80 million to myself. You may be wondering, did the other 120 million just disappear? No, it did not. I didn't lose it. I know exactly where it's going. So I'm going to be giving 100,000 to the American Cancer Society. To properly understand why I'm giving this to the American Cancer Society, I would like to talk about what exactly cancer is. So cancer is the development of abnormal cells in a body, or mutated cells that attack and infiltrate healthy cells, and can do it at such a rapid pace that it can lead to death of many causes. It is the second leading cause of death in the world, not just America, in the world. There's many different types of cancer. There's over 100, and commonly they're named after where they are in their body or the tissues that are affected. The 5 most common are breast cancer, which is in your breast tissue, prostate cancer, it's in your prostate, colon cancer, in your colon, lung cancer, in your lungs, and melanoma, which is skin cancer. I see this as a very big cause in the fact that many people are affected every single year. In fact, I have some statistics, so finally it switched, sorry about that. It is predicted in 2021 that there will be 1,898,160 new cases. So big number, really big number. You can see that up here. It's approximately 1,900,000 if you round it up. And there will be 600,008, 570, messed up that number, but approximately 609,000 new deaths this year due to cancer. That leads to about, if you add up the numbers and divide and do all that fun stuff, you get 5,200 new cases reported each day and 1,670 new deaths each day. So this doesn't affect one person. This isn't just me finding a personal grudge against a problem that's affected my family or my friends. And if I was to ask the class or anybody at this press conference if they were affected by cancer in any way, shape, or form, be it they had cancer, they have a loved one who battled cancer, they have someone that they know is a survivor of cancer, someone that they know whose loved one died from cancer, in any way they were touched with cancer, I'm pretty sure everyone's hand would be up in the room, because it's such a terrible and common issue in the world. Now, for me personally, it's affected me by having my grandma, this beautiful, lovely lady here. She got cancer in 2016. She got breast cancer. This was after she already had open heart surgery and a stroke. Baby girl's been through everything. But the worst thing that I ever saw was my grandma slowly deteriorating from breast cancer. Now, breast cancer doesn't seem like it would affect your whole body, right? Given that it's cancer and it's in one area, that's where you'd be wrong. I got to watch this lovely human being slowly fade away. Granted, she did survive and she's back and happy and healthy, but watching her still come to all of my softball games while in the middle of chemo, and watching her slowly lose color, slowly lose weight, slowly lose her hair, slowly lose her contagious joy, was something that I'll never forget. I remember her shift from going all the way to the top of the stands to make sure that I could see her while I was playing the game, and wearing her little visor for Roseville and her t-shirt to support me, to going to the very bottom step because she couldn't climb the stairs to get to the top, wearing a huge sun hat to make sure that she didn't get sunburnt from her already predisposed to issues body due to chemo and all of the issues that cancer brings upon her, as well as wearing a jacket in extreme heat and jeans in extreme heat because she was self-conscious of the way she looked, because she was losing so much weight so fast, because her body was morphing in ways that she despised. This woman has been through so much. That is the worst thing I've ever seen happen, and the fact that it happened to someone that I love so dearly hurt me. On top of that, my grandpa has skin cancer. It's a constant battle for him. He has to get it removed from his nose and his ears almost twice per year because of all the farm work he used to do when he was younger that he didn't think would be such an issue, but now he has to wear a hat almost all the time that he's outside, because if not, his reoccurring skin cancer will occur even faster. And not to mention, I lost someone January of this year. Her name was Miss Risa. She battled lung cancer at the same time my grandma was battling breast cancer, and they ended up bonding between that. And in December, her lung cancer came back. She fought it off in 2016 when my grandma had it. Both her and my grandma lost it within the same month. It was a beautiful thing to happen. But 2020, it came back. The poor girl still did nursery with me every Sunday because that's what we did at the church. Miss Risa and I always did nursery, and we always did the Christmas play together. So she did all of that with me. However, January, once I came back to school, she got put in a hospice. The week that I came back from NC to Florida, hospice immediately. And she was given 2 weeks to live, and I got a plane ticket to come back home to say goodbye. And it turned out that she lost her life 2 days after being in hospice. So she went from having a decently long time to live in which I could go see her and say goodbye to 2 days and my plane being canceled because it was no longer a need. So it has affected me. It affects many people per year. Many people lose a loved one, and it's a terrible issue. The reason why I chose American Cancer Society is that their mission statement is to save lives, celebrate lives, and lead in a fight for a world without cancer. So not only do they strive to save people with cancer, they strive to celebrate those who have fought through it. They have a wonderful survivor statement in which they have so many people from around the world who have lived through the issues of cancer bring forth their stories and motivate those who have it to keep fighting, that cancer isn't a death sentence. More about ACS, American Cancer Society. So they were started in 1913 by 10 doctors and 6 lay people, which is just common workers. And their initial project was to advocate for public awareness. They have the same cornerstones that they did back then. So they have integrity, compassion, courage, determination, and diversity. Diversity is a big one now that I'm so glad that they've had in their core values for such a long time, because there's no area that isn't touched by this disease or illness, and the fact that they accept that and are pushing towards leading others into realizing that nobody is safe from this problem is just amazing to me. They offer free transportation, free lodging, day-to-day help. They're open 24 hours every day, 7 days a week, on a phone to talk you through your next steps in having cancer, talk you through what to do if a loved one is lost due to cancer. Any given situation you're in, they will walk you through it, they will provide information, and they will help you in any way they can. 3.2 million patients have been served within the last decade from them, and they have 16.9 million survivors that have lived due to their services. And since 1946, they have put forth $5 billion towards research in how to end cancer. And thankfully, the amount of deaths per year of cancer have gone down given many healthcare services, and I'd like to believe ACS is one of the most valuable reasons in that. Here are some testimonies. One is from Jamie. She had lymphoma. She practically just talks about her deep love in life and how she wanted to find out more information on how to survive with cancer and go from where she was in a deep, dark place to get happier and happier and happier. And she got that with the information that ACS gave her, given what her next steps should be and how she isn't meant to die from this and she can live from it. And turns out she did. The next one is JD Maracchino. I think I said that wrong. But she had synovial sarcoma, and hers is all about focus and how she was focused on how she basically was given a death sentence. She thought that cancer was a death sentence. As soon as she heard it, she was like, oh, okay, give me my, how long do I have to live? But her doctors in ACS taught her to think of it more as a struggle, not a death sentence. Cancer isn't a death sentence. It's simply a glimmer of hope towards what's going to happen after you get through the situation that you are currently in. And I believe both of those are very, very, very pertinent to the character of ACS and how they help people with an issue look towards the light or offer information to help them realize that they're not in this alone and that others will help them. So let's talk financials. We're not just talking about feelings here. We're going to talk about how much money actually goes in to the people that they're helping. So 87% of the donations that ACS gets actually goes towards the people, whether it be research, support, prevention, or detection and treatment. Their financial breakdown from 2018 includes $147 million towards research, 296 million given to support, and 104 million towards prevention and research towards more prevention, and 63 million towards detection and treatment. Okay. I am not the only person that backs ACS. They actually have so many backings, whether it be the Hockey Prevention Center, they have minor league baseball on their side, they have Endurance, which is like a fitness company, and they have the NFL Crucial Catch. Yeah. They also have various corporations that are backing them, be it Walmart, Avon, CVS, Chevy, and more. And celebrities, we're trendsetters, we're followers, that's who we are as America. Their celebrities vary from 83 different people, but the most big names: Neil Patrick Harris, Reese Witherspoon, Paul Rudd, Sting, Maroon 5, and Melissa McCarthy. So I'm not alone in giving to them, and I'm not alone in thinking that they are an amazing charity to help support those who have cancer and the people who are left without someone due to cancer. So the extra 20 million that I haven't mentioned yet is going to go towards a rehabilitation center. This is basically driven from the fact that I want to be a physical therapist, and I believe rehabilitation is a slot that's missed in many charities. Many people just get you back to health at the moment and set you off. But with my ASA Center for Care, they are going to be having physical therapy, occupational therapy, classes on how to get back into life, and classes or places in which they can set up future jobs, because cancer doesn't end where you leave it. Your life still continues, and you have to battle with that. So getting your body back to normal from where you were, or living with the burden of not having a job after losing it due to health issues. Many people in the country right now, given COVID, are being laid off because there's not enough jobs at the moment. So with this, they can help find a job that will probably be part-time so that they can still have time to rest and rehabilitate their body. But they can also get free occupational therapy if they lost the ability to function, like eating, riding, any various household activities, and physical therapy so they can get to walking around and having some fun, because there's nothing worse than being healthy but being stuck in your bed for the rest of your life. So I would love it if you would join me in donating towards ASC. Now, there's many different ways to donate. You can both volunteer or monetary donations. Those are the two with the main corporation. However, they also ask for you to share your story, share survivor stories, or simply celebrate a loved one or someone you know with cancer or who have survived with cancer. So the ways that you can assist with this fight against cancer isn't just giving money, isn't just giving your time. You can also give your attention or learn more about the situation. So I strive to be more knowledgeable in this situation, in that I can help others learn from their situation and take their situation and teach people who are going through an issue how to live through it. I know that was a lot of big words. However, taking an issue and showing others how to get through it is one of the best ways to create advocacy or be more knowledgeable of a situation. So if I personally didn't have an issue with cancer or my family wasn't affected by it, I wouldn't have such a strong opinion on why it should be stopped, if that makes sense. Nothing's too little in what you can give, but if you give a monetary amount, just know that it will go towards either transportation to chemo, from chemo, or free lodging for people that can't both pay for their health care and to live in a household. No matter what you give or no matter what you do, it'll be helping somebody, and I feel like that's the best feeling you could ever get. With that, do you have any questions? No? Nobody's here? All right, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. That was kind of iffy. Hi, I've decided to put in bloopers because if it's already late, why not put in me looking stupid, so. It's cold in here, not because I'm sick. Wait, let me change wait, I keep looking up. I'm checking to make sure I haven't been let in yet. But I already had my video recorded, and I listened to it, and you can hear all of the yard work in the background. So, I think they might be done. What's up? Actually, the leaf blower's back.